Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience there. She-Lab is doing well. If a bit tired, she's managed to find a comfy spot. So, at risk of losing that comfy spot, she's staying very much put. All right. Let's have a look. I haven't checked in on this in a while. The Executioner Mask and Shoulders. I think we've got different bows as well that we can make. Oh, I made this staff out of a Jinn staff, a Storm Forge, and the Staff of Fire makes the Serpent Staff, which is quite cool. That itself becomes another item too. Let's see. I wonder if any of these look like bows. I don't think any of these are bows that I currently can use. These look like... I mean, they look like bows. I just don't know what kind of bows they are. That is definitely a helmet that gets used down here. We've got some interesting shoulder pads there, I think. Hello, Tilly Bill. Yeah, some of the later ingredients are, you know, we're going to need to work quite hard to build into those, but we'll see. Right, we've got quite a lot of gubbins here. I am very tempted to go ahead and upgrade a lot of our gear. First, I want to change what I've got into being... The first level should always be weight. Oh, wait. I can't do that. I'm so glad I checked that before I decided to start breaking them down. Oh, that would have sucked. But yeah, we're going to... Are we moving away? We are moving away. You know what then? No. We're going to stay here because I definitely do want to change that up. All right, let's jump into this fight. We are poor. We're very poor right now, yeah. And don't you just love it how a cat will wait until you've gone and done something before they ask for you to do something? It's like, it just could have come with me when I just left the office on my tea break. But no, she waited for me to come back before she decided she wanted something. I said, Tilly, come on, please. I know. All right. Give me a second, chat. Cat is being cat. I'm so sorry about that. She wanted some biscuits. Right. Now, let's have a look at you. That isn't actually too bad. I didn't realize, of course, it didn't occur to me that it would increase all stats by the same amount, but that is actually very, very nice. Very nice indeed. Right. I'd like to roll to see if we can't find a nice big battle. Perfect. It might be nasty, but we're definitely going to take it. Do we have any, frankly, amazing dwarfs? No, not really. Maybe we'll take this. Violet Kitten, thank you very much for the 26 months. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Right, okay. Is this better? A little bit worse for stamina. Definitely worse for weight, though. Yeah. Better than this. Sure, I'll get rid of it. As for these... Yeah, I lose the primary stat that I need on them. Yeah, I do lose the primary stat. I guess I'll just melt that down then. The only one that would really benefit would be this one, but it loses too much because that one's already got a dexterity bonus on it. But I'll get some... Yeah, I got a decent amount of mithril back from that. Right. Okay, so while we're here, let's go ahead. First layer should be weight. That one's already got physical resist, which is actually the second layer that I would want. Weight. Need weight on that. Need weight on that. And this. Okay, let's go and see what we can do. So, first upgrade. Weight, please. I'll take 30 weight. That's fine. And you can also, please, some weight. 40 weight. Very nice. Now, I'm going to need to... How much would you cost? That's to level it up to the next level. I need to see what the first level... 320. Okay. 40 weight. Very nice. Now. Gonna get just 2 regular mithril there. Nothing great. 30 weight. The problem is... but I am actually overall reducing stuff right now. 40 weight is amazing. Next round, I'm going to upgrade them a bit. This was overall a good upgrade. Physical resistance is what I would like next. I might be able to get one of them. Yes. Nope. Come on, oh, thank goodness. Okay. I cut that a little bit fine. But there we go. I would like physical resistance on all of the base stats here. Because that would be very, very nice overall. Where is your physical resistance? It's 8% right now, which is nice. Okay. Right, let's jump into this battle. No, I haven't seen more than a couple of minutes of these. Each of these characters has sword, shield, cross, and skull hat. Clearly, we need everyone to level up in skull. Sure. Did someone just get punted to the moon just then? They did! It took them that long to get back! Good lord! It took them that long to rejoin. What the heck? I was doubting what I'd seen. Ooh. White Death. Strikes the closest enemy in melee combat for weapon damage plus strength. White Reaver. Hitting a bleeding target with a melee attack will cause blood explosion that deals AoE damage based on strength. And ultimate is Bloodseeker. Weapon damage plus strength damage and recovers 50%, 100% if target is bleeding of damage dealt in HP. Yes. We'll take it. Take these two. Break that down. Let's find a decent fight. Treasure. Come on, don't make me spend all my money on this. There we go. Lock in. Right. Okay. That has physical resistance, which is not strictly what I want, but it is still technically better than that helmet. So we say goodbye to you. This one does have weight. Is it better than either of these? No, weight 40, weight 40, so no. All right, goodbye to you then. Right, as for this. Now, this is an interesting one because I'm not building strength on these characters at all. Like, at all. But let's have a nice ultimate. I think we keep that because I do believe that is a recipe. Yeah. We'll keep hold of that for now. We will keep hold of it. Right. I would like to take the Knight Shield and upgrade them further. So I'm going to turn some Mithril in. Now we wanted physical resist on these. They're expensive to do, but worth it in my opinion. That would be asking for sadness. We'll wait until I've got enough cash to try that a couple of times. I also still want to upgrade this as well. The Assassin's Mask, Quiver of Blight, Moonlight Bow, the Djinn Staff, and the Centurion Banner. Yeah, I guess we could wait on that. Yes, White Death is an ingredient. Revolution. I just showed that in the... Ooh, that's unfortunate. In the setup there. Oh, God, okay. You're being pushed back aggressively hard. Our health is dropping hard, too. Oh, don't get too close. You're so unhealthy. Thank goodness for that critical heal. Wow, that was rough. Beautiful kill, but oof. Offhand, perfect. Taking that. Breaking those down. I'm gonna be honest, I'm starting to feel that maybe this many DPSs is not working for us. I am somewhat concerned. Thank you so much for that gift sub there, Poison BL. What's needed to get the Cannoneer unlocked? 20 in dexterity. It's a big, big ask. I think we might say goodbye to you. I mean, it's really nice to have that, but yeah, I think we swap you out. Have we got someone with great wisdom here? Not amazing, I will say, but you're very fast, which is nice. Locking you in for a moment. I don't have anything that gives wisdom. So it's not like it would really help, but I can pick up another divine staff. I can pick up this. Oh, we're taking that. And cloth shoulders, okay. Don't worry, I saw it. Pop you there. I'm picking you up. All right. So, let me have a quick look. What is your base? Your base wisdom was 6. Yeah, your base wisdom was better. Speed, though? What's your speed? Speed is 10. It's not that much worse. Okay, we don't switch you out then. Instead, we just switch your current setup. Actually, was that better? It was. Huh. Keeping that down. Yeah, okay. Let's shimmy you down. Dexterity goes up a little bit with that. Alright. Breaking these down then. I could have kept the Assassin's Blade, but generally speaking, they're not too hard for me to pick up. They're a basic thing, but you are actually right. I should have kept the Assassin's Razor, I imagine you were speaking about. I should have kept that one, because that one is a little bit more tricky to get. That would have been a fair comment there. What can we pick up currently? I could maybe get another explosive quiver. I wouldn't be against that. Yeah, let's roll a couple more times. See if we can't get another quiver. Yeah, gonna lock that in. That one would be a nice big upgrade. I mean, it won't have the weight or the physical resist, but, well, I'm not entirely sure that one would be a good... oh, sorry, chat. Good fit for us. Hey, Wanda, how are you doing, mate? Welcome on in. You have arrived at a good time. We only just did our tea break to check in on Sheila, so we're not going to be having to step away for a little while. Welcome on in, mate. How was Outriders, I think it was? I hope you're all having a fantastic time. I got to peek in a little bit before I spooled up the stream. Oak Tree, go Dwarves, go! I just got this game. Hopefully you're enjoying it, mate. Let me get you a shout out. Aavak is sick. He's not just coughing because you're entering. What's that supposed to mean? What would coughing mean when someone enters? But chat, if you're not already following my good friend Wanderbot, please do click on that button there. They will ask playing some Outriders with Moddy and Penta. Oh, sorry. But on that note, my DL is quite correct. I've got a bit of a chest infection, I think. So there are times when I will not hit the mute button. In time, you will get it. I'm doing my best not to cough loud, even when I can't quite mute it in time. Sometimes they sneak up on me. And also, you may hear some weird inflections when I'm talking. That is, generally speaking, when I'm trying to suppress a cough. But welcome, Alien Raiders. If you're not familiar with this game, this is Dwarves Glory, Death, and Loot. And it's a bit of an auto-battler with a lot of depth to it. Skill trees and rune circles and forging equipment and all kinds of stuff. It is kind of difficult to explain straight out of the gate, but think of it as a bit of a roguelike auto battler. There is some meta progression. It's largely based around gaining. You've got a squad of dwarves that you level up and equip most of their stats come from equipment, but if they manage to live for a very long time, then some of that will come from their levels as well. Got different classes based on what equipment you give them. You have to upgrade a shop and rotate items and pick good battles and stuff. There is there's like a raid boss you can go to, which is various ogres. We are not at a level where we could even hope to take them on just yet, but Aavak, is your intake of honey, lemon, and whiskey high enough? Evidently not. I should probably increase it. Right. We were just upgrading and looking for a fight. We've just switched over one of our thieves to be an extra healer because we are struggling a little bit there. Could your dwarves be getting under-leveled? You've been rolling for the Chieftain battles, which often seems to be more gold and loot at the expense of experience. The battles themselves, it could be that we're getting under-leveled. You're not wrong. But generally speaking, it's not. Like I was just saying, you get most of your stats from your gear. There is a point where you might start to struggle a little bit if you completely ignore experience. But generally speaking, in my experience, gear is way more important than combat experience. To get, most classes are not restricted based on level, they're restricted based on growth. Growth comes from levels, but it also comes from artifacts. So for example, if I have a look in here, they've grown how many levels? 13 levels. In your case, 12 levels there. And yet they've grown 15 stamina. Because each time they level, they get a little... Well, ever since I've given them the Ring of Restoration, they've been gaining 2 stamina instead of just 1. But over here, for example, we've got Intelligence. They've had their book, Tome of Insight, for 2 levels worth, and they've gotten 12 Dexterity. If I had a vial or an artifact that gave Dexterity, I would just load them up with both of them, take a level 1 dwarf, give them a bunch of beer, and level them straight up to the point they could be cannoneers. I'm fairly certain that the experience is shared across the whole group as well. So, for example, 15 experience would be... How many are there? There are 5. So there are 10 dwarves. So we would get... Each dwarf would get 1 experience, and then, 5 of them would get 1. An extra... half of them then would get 2 instead of 1. At least that's how I understand it. Do I need to upgrade anything here? Yeah, generally speaking, later on, most of your stat gain that comes from leveling will be a consequence of the items you give them before just sticking a funnel in their mouth and emptying several kegs into it. The gradual leveling they get is not a big part of their stat gain. How much would you need? No. I need to get a fight first so that I have a chance of re-rolling in case it doesn't give me the right stat. That being said, you're the best one out of the group. And I don't have that much money to keep re-rolling for better fights, so we'll go for it. That being said, we're now going to be in a forest rather than the cave, so that kind of sucks a bit, but... Right. I'm going to need to get back to a cave before I can raise that stuff, because right now we've got strength, speed, and poison resist. Now, No, I don't really care for speed. But what might be good is we do have some other options here. The Spirit of Kakapo. Heals the ally with the lowest HP. Call of the Rimu. Throws 3 plus wisdom divided by 40 Rimu berries that heal for weapon damage plus wisdom times 2. And grant 30 mana or grant the attack up buff, which increases damage by 30% for 3 seconds if mana is full. Very, very nice healing item there. We could stay here for a little bit and look. Oh, I had that locked in. Do I really want to lock it? I'm actually not sure that I do. So instead, let's just roll and see if we can find that stuff. Yes, we can. There we go. All right, I will pick it up. Also, we should check if there are any amazing dwarfs. There are not. All right, which staff do we want to get rid of? This one. All right, now I want to be out of this forest. Nothing really here for me. And I'm not really building intelligence on anyone. Stamina, weight, and physical resistance is okay, but I think I'm going to roll to see if we can find a good battle. Either that or we go back to the caves and get extra dexterity. I would really like to get more quivers, so sure. There we go. Oh, they're being pushed back a little bit too much there, thank you. Need way more arrow firing to happen. I have no idea what this does once it fully charges. Into the mines, indeed. Right, elite battle. I think we will lock in the elite battle in the caverns. No one really jumping out to me there. Roll a couple of times. I'm looking for a quiver. Be wonderful if I could pick one up. I mean, It does have a lower dexterity, but also has crit chance on it. I will grab that, actually. Right, who would benefit the most? Neither one is better than the other, so... let's keep going. Just double checking if this was the right place for quivers. It is. Alas. Alas, alas, alas. Okay. Why do I still have the middle dwarf locked? Oh, do I? Oh, my apologies, yeah. I do. I actually missed that. It wasn't intentional. Nice hit. I think I am going to need to try and generally improve the hold the line ability of my knights. Because we are being pushed back a little bit more than I like. Hold on the kill count there. It's pretty much the oh well, actually no, one of the knights managed to get a kill. I was going to say it's all the thieves getting that. I'm kind of tempted to take this. I can re-roll, though. Yeah, let's re-roll. Gain 1 wisdom on level up. Yes, we will take this. Who does the most damage? Yeah, that's you. We'll give you that. When an ally below 50% HP takes damage, grants 20% extra movement speed and increases healing for 5 seconds. But more importantly, wisdom on level up. That's the real win there. Let's lock that fight in. Oak Tree says, I think my build so far has run heavily from getting special weapons from killing elites. Yeah. You tend to get some of the best loot from them. And it does carry you pretty hard. Right. Okay, so you've got copper shoulders. You have got an explosive quiver at least. Crit chance on your bow. Okay. Let's upgrade all of the bows to... Crit chance isn't a terrible one, but I want dexterity and crit chance specifically, so... 4 dex will do. Do I take you further? Yes. 4 dex and 3% crit chance. I don't mind that too much. I was hoping for better numbers there, but whatever. Let's go for you. I think I may have actually just downgraded that bow, but sometimes you get lucky with the rolls, sometimes you don't. We can definitely do better than that. You can get much higher numbers than that, but just wasn't rolling for us. Ah, damn it. Please, crit chance. Ah. All right. We lost the money, but we didn't lose the items, so that'll just have to do. Want to stay in here. You really do want at least 2 or 3 rerolls worth of money before you start upgrading, especially if you go into the blue tier to rare. And I keep forgetting to make sure I've got enough in the bank. I will say those explosive arrows are doing some serious work. Definitely want to stick with this place. Dex 8 out the gate. That's actually kind of amazing. Right, so you've got dexterity. We now want crit chance. 4% crit chance is good. Now, what about you? Currently, you've got crit damage. We don't want that. We want dexterity and then crit chance. I don't know if it matters what order you put it on. I'm assuming it does, that you get potentially a bigger bonus from adding it second, but I could be wrong about that. I'm starting to think I might want to double check. We'll see. Those pauldrons are actually quite good, but yeah, I'll take them because they're the better stat for this. I'll break these ones down. Having it on a Archer is not the best because realistically you want to put a pauldron, quiver there, but let's roll again. No. Okay. Quite a fair way from the next elite battle. Yeah, those explosions are amazing. One of the problems we're having now, though, is that we're not doing a lot of poison damage. Because that poison explosion used to do loads of damage. 30% more. It was very nice. Lock in there. Let's look for another quiver if we can. Ooh. All right. Okay, we are now saving up for that. So, what? I'm so sorry, chat. Whatever we can get, we will hold on to. What does it currently have? It has 3 dexterity. Yeah, 4 crit chances. Perfect. Put that in there. Want to get this upgraded as well. This one should just be dexterity first. No, I'll wait until next round. All right. I could roll a couple of times to see if we can get like a boss battle, but this is good enough. That was a glorious hit there with those arrows. We are getting hunted back, which is never great. Good healing going on. Yeah, the cluster arrows are just doing mad work for us. We actually got some really high level mithril there. We're going to roll until we find treasure and then a chieftain battle for that wallop of cash. Do I want to upgrade things a little bit more? Kind of, yeah. First, strip that out. Just want dexterity here. Dexterity on you. And then dexterity on you. Yeah, maybe it doesn't actually matter what order. Maybe it doesn't. All right. Let's get into this fight. It's a solid bit of cash here. Gonna be a bit of a tougher battle, but well worth it. That was a good hit. Oh, radiated bug died gloriously. Well done, the radiated bug, I guess. That was one of the thieves, I believe. Painful, but it is what it is. Oh. Okay, so that's what happened. Yeah. Level 15 too. Damn. Painful. Alright, we're gonna need that. Radiated bug. Oh no, I died. happens to the best of us. I will roll until we get a nice big fight in here. Yeah, that did suck. Okay, so I need someone with good dexterity as a base to replace our thief. Either that. Now, here's the thing. Do we go for a thief? Or, considering we got so many archers right now, do I go for another paladin? Oh, rather another another knight. I am actually kind of thinking the other knight. More block. I think another frontliner. It's going to be bloody expensive to build up to it, though. No, you do not get their gear back. If they die, they die with their gear. Well, in that case, then, we want someone with good weight, decent stamina, good strength. Thondin, it shall be you. Right then, Thondin. I am actually going to have to roll now. Good. Need a hammer. Good. Very nice. Grab that too. Oh, really? All right, I'll take that. Okay. All right then, Thondin. Not the best setup, certainly, but it'll do. Actually, would those be better on you? They would be. Okay. Now, for you... Oh, man. You were the highest level. And oh, we lost an artifact on into. Oh, that hurts. We lost something that was giving +1 int per level. Oh, that really does suck so bad. But it is what it is. We also don't get all of the levels back, like the beer from it, which does really suck. You're going to have both of these for a while because you're going to be really behind on stamina gains. Actually, no, you're not. Never mind. Probably set it up like that. I think what we really need is to go to a something like this, yeah. So we can start building up their weight again. Yeah, let's do that. Nice hit. Okay. All right, now that we're back here, we can get some decent weight gear. Finally. How long have we been looking for one of these? A stupid long time. That's right. Correct. Oh, there we go. Actually, is that better? No, you do actually lose wisdom on that one. In fact, that is worse for everyone now. All right, so I want to save up for that. So let's roll for a good fight. Sure, we'll take this one. Right, I'm going to want weight on these. So let's just get that done. Actually, you need physical resistance and weight. Come on. There we go. That'll do. I could upgrade the shop, but I really want that artifact, and it has been pointed out to me that if you upgrade while something is locked, it does get lost. So I will wait until I've bought the artifact. Physical resist. There we go. Okay. Nice big upgrade for you. Got other things I need to do, but it's good enough for now. Actually, I could probably do both of these, thinking about it. Five physical resist. I won't have enough to upgrade it, sadly. I'd need 12 to be able to make all three that I would need there. 40 weight is amazing. Okay, that was a decent upgrade for you, actually. Well, let's have a look at your stats. 692. Yeah, you're not far off. When I get that one sorted out, you'll be in the right place. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this battle going. But yeah, while I could upgrade the shop, what I really want is to get that artifact first, and then we can look to upgrade it. That's so beautiful. They just get demolished towards the end. What about the dude with the bird on the stick? Has 2 white items. Where we're currently at, if you look at the obtainable modifiers, when I upgrade them, those are the only things that they can roll. Stamina, weight, and physical resistance. None of that is useful for a medic. Even though this is where you get most of the healing gear, it's not the right place to build, to upgrade healing gear, sadly. For that, we need the Glacier. Ooh. I'll accept. Sure, go there. I'll break you down. Right, not terrible. I could upgrade your knight helmet now. You've currently got a bunch of weight, so we'll go for the physical resist here. If we have a look at you now, we have a look at your details. Your physical resistance is 13%. Reduces knockback, damage, and chance to be affected by debuffs from physical attacks. That's the big one. The knockback reduction is huge. But it only counts for physical, but generally physical is what gives the big knockback. So again, that physical resistance as the secondary upgrade is big. Oh, that's a very good point, Scotland Tom. Thank you very much for pointing that one out. You're quite right. It is part of a set, and I actually had someone with the other 2 parts needed. So yeah, there we go. Very good point. Thank you very, very much for that awesome use of a backseat pass. Sorry, I really need to cough. Oh. That moment when you cough so hard, you feel like the pressure behind your eyeballs. There we go. Taking out their back line. Becomes a lot easier from here on out. There we go. Do I want to upgrade anything else? Possibly. But let's pick this up first. There we go. Now, obviously going to give that to one of our archers. Which one? Probably you. Now, with that, I would happily upgrade the shop. Quiver of Blight is in the cave. The Assassin's Mask is in the cave. Moonlight Bow is in the ruins. We've already got one of those. The Djinn Staff is in the Glacier, which would probably be what we'd upgrade there. Moonlight Bow. Yeah, we've already got the Moonlight Bow, so I don't need that. But the Quiver of Blight would be nice, and the Assassin's Mask. The Centurion Banner in the forest is an interesting one. Sure, let's actually head to the forest then. Kayan, thank you so much for the 17 months of support, mate. It is enormously appreciated. This is a very, very good looking dwarf there in terms of its stats. Those are very nice stats. I don't think we're going to go for them. Not yet. Also, want you further upgraded if I can. There we are. Okay, you two are going to level this turn. I could actually start moving these around. Like, whenever I see someone is about to level up, hand out some things to them. It does mean you won't get constant healing, though, which it kind of sucks. But managing who's going to level next is a big one. Oh, that's a good point. We didn't name the last dwarf. No, we did not. So let's get them a name right now. All right, let's find out who you are. You shall be... Looks like Gisandra. Why did I add a D into that? Gisararar. Oh, come on. Let me type. There you go. What items can I get here that I would want? Well, other than that, nothing really. Okay. Then yeah, we'll move on to the forest then for now, where I'll be able to obtain... Actually, there's nothing here I want right now. Not until I upgrade the shop, but that's okay, I guess. Absolutely beautiful shots there, though. Oh, the amount of damage they laid down. There we go. Well played. May as well lock that one in. All right, let me go and move these around. Definitely want them over on here. You actually need that. They would have been good. That one can move along because we'll get a little bit more out of it. I really should have been doing that for a long time. Though for all of our dex builds, doesn't matter. Kenneth, thank you so much for 77 months, mate. That is a bonkers amount of time to be supporting the channel and massively appreciated. Do I want to roll for anything? No, there is really nothing here until I get some more cash. So I guess we just dive straight into the next battle. And after this battle, I need to go and check in on Sheila again. There we go. Make sure that Tilly is settled down and isn't trying to bug her into getting up to give her food. Tilly has not come back to my office. Okay, well done. That is genuinely amazing. Not rolling for berries. Berries is an artifact. The odds of you getting an artifact are fantastically slim. We're going here. Fantastically slim. Right, let's upgrade. Donk. Right, now we can start rolling here if we want. I certainly wouldn't be against it. Let's move that back over. Move that over there as well so that you can get a joint level up. Right, what we're looking for now is the Centurion banner. Oh, actually, I can just look at what it is. So, Rally restores 3 plus wisdom times 0.01% of the max HP of close allies. This is every time, you know, they're attacking. Cannot cause critical heals. And if it's a part of the Centurion set, melee attacks heal nearby allies for 100% of the damage dealt. That's kind of amazing. Command, charge. Lowers the banner to use it as a spear in melee combat with 100% increased attack speed for 3 plus wisdom times 0.01 seconds. While the banner is lowered, it has a 100% chance, increased chance to apply shocked and nearby allies charge forward every second based on wisdom. Not sure I like that, actually. Not super liking that. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I do not think so. Yeah. I was hoping that we'd get something a little bit more interesting of that, but apparently no. What do we have over here? We have got the electric staff, and next tier we'd get the storm forge. Isn't that something that we need? I think that's the fire staff. Well, we're not going there then. Let's roll and see if we can't find something a bit more interesting. Go here. Is the assassin mask not really what we want? Quiver of Blight, though, is what we want. Passive, poison arrows. Okay, we're going to the... Ooh, that's going to be a rough fight. 4 healers. Okay. 4 mages as well. Okay, that's actually going to be hard. We might die here. Aavak, have you played the new Terraria update? You dirty Scotsman. Oh, I'm not a Scotsman technically, but I haven't played the new Terraria update. I honestly, this much sustain is scary. I want another cave, so we're going to roll for another cave. That is a much, much better fight for us. That would have been a rough one. Genuinely. Also, let's go ahead and level you up. We got anyone who's low level? You can probably take a little bit more. No, I don't have enough. Okay, fine. Doesn't really matter where these are then. I just want them to get people's health better. All right. In terms of gubbins, we would like to make this. It's probably going to be an amazing item for a thief. This one will require the opposite version of that. And then those two with a sword make this. It's going to be bonkers. I've no idea how to get the better bows. I guess we'll find out. But, you know what? I'm going to let you see this and then I'm going to step away for my tea break at that point. So, let's see how this plays out. Best of luck, dwarfs. You need those arrows, please. Thank you. Begin to apply death. Oh, you were almost dead. You were so close to death. There's a lot of close to death happening here, and I don't like it. Not even slightly. No, no, no. Please be less close to death, my dwarfs. It would be greatly appreciated if you could avoid the worst of that. That is amazing. Though your ultimate still doesn't quite reach, which is a problem. I think I might give that to someone else. I think I may give that to someone else. We'll see. But we've got it now, I think. We've reduced the incoming damage quite aggressively. Pop. Okay, there we go. Well done. Not bad, but I will break that down. Alright, there we go. Also a Chieftain battle. Lots of healing. Not a lot of damage potential there. But we can now go to the Glacier, which is where we will be able to get the Gin Staff and the Frost Stinger. Also the Holy Crystal. But what are we going to get? It's finally there. Oh, we've been waiting for so long. Finally, the Poison Vial. Oh, and a quiver as well. Yes. Okay, I accept all of these things. They are marvelous. All right. So, I'm gonna pop that there. I'm gonna give this to you as well. Let's go and get you a level up. Donk. Now you're gonna have it, and there. And can I donk that one too? Let's see. Donk. There we go. Gonna give this to you though from now on. Do I have enough beer for this? Yes, I do. Good. Who's got the most? Yeah, 9 dexterity there, 7 here, 15 there, 16 here. But you are by far and away the most likely to die. I think I should change them all over to archers. I'm genuinely considering it, chat. Genuinely considering it. Who shoots a straight shot? Yeah, you do. Go with that. I'm going to keep this behind just in case I need it. Right. We only want them to build up enough dexterity that I can turn them into a cannoneer, make them proper Dorfy, you know? But, chat, I need to step away. When I return, we will get to more fighting.